We're now with Noodles and Frankie, and guys, a dream matchup for the Sens tonight. They get the Sabres. Frankie, just how bad is it in Buffalo right now? And is it crazy that we suggest 3 games into the season it's time to blow it up?
You know what's crazy, Sarah, is that even if you did blow it up, what is that going to get you if you're the Buffalo Sabres? All you've been doing for the last 14 years is blowing it up. You've drafted first overall picks. You've drafted in the top 5, the top 10. The issue for the Buffalo Sabres is they're okay with drafting high-end talent, skilled players. It's what they do when they get those skilled players. Not that they don't develop them. They don't build a team around those players in order to make them all successful. And you can see what has happened when a lot of these players have moved on to other franchises. Jack Eichel, Sam Reinhart, Brandon Montour, Linus Ullmark, Evan Rodriguez. I'm sure I'm missing more players. Ryan O'Reilly. Guys who have been a part of the Buffalo Sabres have moved on and had success because they're good players. Where the Buffalo Sabres have failed is building a team around these guys in order to make them successful.
And failure as well as the culture. And it's that old saying, if you build it, they will come. People talk about the city of Buffalo maybe not being a destination point for everybody. But when you look at it, the Edmonton Oilers ended up getting Connor McDavid. They built a culture there where they want to win. All of a sudden, players show up on value contracts because they want an opportunity. So it goes hand in hand. They have to find a way to build a culture there where it's winning and it's an opportunity to try and win. That seems light years away. And it starts at the top. Ownership has to own some of this. You look at management and right into coaching. All of those situations have to be looked at before you get to the players, and the players have to be better. Keep in mind, they're missing their #1 goaltender in UPL. I'm not going to try and say his full name. I'll butcher it. But Zach Benson is scheduled to come back. He's a good player. Greenway is a good player. He's practicing now with the team. They're a dangerous team because Ottawa is going to slide in there. This is a trap game for Ottawa. They have to play very hard. But I look at Buffalo, there needs to be big change from top to bottom, and it's not going to be an overnight fix, put it that way.
Yeah, sure seems like a lot of work. So they're bad in Buffalo, but we know the Sens have their own problem as well. They're without Brady Tkachuk for a pretty long stretch. Frankie, what do you think the Sens do to survive without their captain?
It's the old cliche, Sarah, that it has to be done by committee, but it's true for the Ottawa Senators because Brady Tkachuk is such a one-of-one player. Not everyone has the skill and physicality package that Brady Tkachuk has. So what do the Ottawa Senators need to do? It's pretty simple. Like last year, they were a bottom 5 team in the NHL at scoring goals at 5-on-5. Well, if you look so far this year, and it's early, they're around where they were last year. It's not going to get any easier for them without Brady Tkachuk. So now maybe you have to tinker with the lines a little bit. Can you find an extra shift for Shane Pinto, who started the season on fire? Maybe move him up, see if he can play a couple shifts with Stützle now and then. Can you find an extra shift for a guy like Dylan Cousins? Can someone like Fabian Zetterlund snap out of it and start contributing? The Senators are a good team. They have really found a way to become a stable team, but no one's going to hand it to them now. So they have to find a way without their captain for the foreseeable future to get a little more firepower, which is not an easy thing to do in general, but especially not so easy with such a highly skilled player out of your lineup.
Absolutely. He is a one-of-one. You're right, Frankie, when you look at it, because he's also their emotional leader. He drags them into a war because he's a guy who can back it up physically, but he can also find the back of the net, and he's a key cog on their power play in front of the net or spinning off down to the goal line. But when I look at it, there is good news. A guy like Drake Batherson is scheduled to get back into the lineup. So, there's a guy who had 70 points or close to it last season. He will be able to help with the scoring, or at least the creativity of it. I look at a guy like Tim Stützle. I think he's due for another massive season. He's talked about shooting the puck a lot more. He's got a lot of shot attempts this season. He needs to find the back of the net. 5-on-5 scoring is a problem, frankly. It has been last season. This season, they're generating chances, but they're still not finding the back of the net. So it's just a little bit extra from everybody to be a lot better. And if you're not going to do that 5-on-5, then your goaltending has to bail you out. Linus Ullmark and Levi Merilainen, who's going to get the start tonight, have to be difference makers, because if you're not going to win 5-4, you're going to have to win 2-1.
All right, well, get this, guys. For any fans in the Buffalo area looking to see some NHL hockey for cheap, tickets tonight are going as low as $11. That's a little less than a Domino's pizza.